The. Hello everyone. 2. Today I'm going to tell you a famous story called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. This story teaches us an important lesson about honesty and trust. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, there lived a young shepherd boy named Peter. Every day, his job was to watch the village sheep on the hillside. It was a quiet and often boring job, and Peter felt lonely sitting there all day long. One day, Peter got so bored, he decided to play a trick. He stood up and shouted as loudly as he could, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the sheep! Help!" The villagers heard his cries and immediately rushed up the hill with sticks and tools, ready to fight off the wolf and save the sheep. But when the villagers reached the top of the hill, they found no wolf at all. The sheep were peacefully eating grass. Peter just laughed and said, "Ha ha! I was just joking. There's no wolf." The villagers were angry and tired from running. "That's not funny. Peter, don't lie to us." They warned him before walking back down the hill. A few days later, Peter got bored again. He thought, his first trick was so funny that he decided to do it again. "Wolf! Wolf! Help me! The wolf is here!" he shouted, even louder this time. Once again, the kind villagers dropped everything they were doing and ran up the hill to help him. But of course, there was no wolf. Peter was on the ground, laughing at them. The villagers were furious this time. The village chief said very seriously, "Peter, if you keep lying, nobody will believe you when you really need help. Trust is precious. Don't destroy it with your lies." But Peter just shrugged and didn't listen. Several days passed peacefully. Then, one afternoon, something terrible happened. A big, hungry wolf with sharp teeth actually came out from the forest. It started running straight toward the sheep. Peter's heart filled with real fear. This was not a joke. He needed help immediately. Peter jumped up and shouted with all his strength, "Wolf! Wolf! Help! There's a real wolf this time. Please help me. The wolf is attacking the sheep. This is not a joke. Please believe me." He screamed again and again, but this time, nobody came. Down in the village, people heard Peter's cries. But they just looked at each other and shook their heads. "Oh, that's just Peter lying again," they said. "He's trying to play another trick. We won't fall for it this time." And so, nobody went to help. Peter had to face the dangerous wolf all alone. Peter tried his best to chase the wolf away, but he was just a boy, and the wolf was too strong. For a day. By the time he finally scared the wolf back into the forest, several sheep were hurt, and some were gone forever. Peter sat down on the grass and cried. He had lost the sheep, and he knew it was his own fault because he had lied. That evening, Peter returned to the village with his head hung low. He was incredibly sad and ashamed. The village chief saw him and said, "We heard you calling Peter, but because you lied to us before, we didn't believe you. This is what happens when you lie." With tears in his eyes, Peter said, "I'm so sorry. I've learned my lesson. I promise I will never lie again." From that day on, Peter never told another lie. He became an honest and trustworthy person. The villagers slowly began to trust him again, but it took a very long time. Peter learned that day that a liar will not be believed, even when they are telling the truth. Always be honest, because once you lose people's trust, it is very, very difficult to get it back. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more.